Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know it has been quite a while since the last video I uploaded. I don't recall if I uploaded a video, the last video I uploaded was before or after Christmas. I want to say I did one after Christmas, but I don't remember. So it was probably before Christmas. Anyhow, so I'm sorry that I was kind of gone for a while with the holidays. It was really busy. I had a couple big deadlines with work between Christmas and New Year's, so I was just really busy working during the holidays, and then I was on vacation for about 3 weeks in January, and I've been back for about 2 weeks now. I think actually 2 weeks today. And so I have a few videos I want to record for you, and I thought I would go ahead and try and get them done tonight. So I hope everyone did have a good Christmas and a good New Year, and I can't believe we're already starting our second week of February. Time just flies, so it's crazy. But I'm glad to be back, and hopefully I will be able to bring you more videos over the coming weeks. So this first video is my melt review. I have a ton of empties from before the holidays and before I went on vacation, but because it's such a long time ago, I don't remember those, so I'm not going to bother doing those now. I'm just going to do what I've done, what I've melted since I've been back. So I'll go ahead and jump right in. I do have a few things from Candles from the Keeping Room, and actually I said this is empties. This is not really empties. This is my melting review. So there are some things in here that are not empty, although most of the stuff is empty. So this first one is Pink Ombre Cake, and I think it's Ombre Cake. I don't remember the exact scent description, but I do know this is kind of like a almondy cake, coconut kind of scent, but then it also has like a strawberry cream or something in it. It basically, to me, smells like a really sweet strawberry cake. There are other scents in this, and if you look at the scent description on her website, it does list a bunch of things, but for the most part, I get just kind of like a really sweet strawberry cake scent. And then I also melted a sample of her fresh picked strawberry, which is my absolute favorite and always throws well. For Candles from the Keeping Room, I usually melt either my Glade warmer, which is 20-watt hot plate, or in a 24-watt hot plate. And I get good performance with both. But I also do change out my warmers quite frequently. Someone asked me recently about the performance of Candles from the Keeping Room because she was finding that the scent wasn't lasting as long. What I told her is I get sick of scents pretty quickly, so I usually change out my warmer probably every 5 to 6 hours. So for me, when I'm home during the week after getting home from work, I put in a new scent, and then I leave my warmers on overnight, and then by the morning, sometimes there's a lingering scent, sometimes there's not. It just kind of depends. If I do melt Candles from the Keeping Room as a nighttime melt to my bedroom, I usually put on, I always put my nighttime melt on in my room right before I go to bed so that it's kind of like fresh and strong. And Candles from the Keeping Room, if I use my 24-watt hot plate, generally I would say the scent is gone by morning. But if I use a Glade warmer, I would say that the scent a lot of times still lingers in the morning. So I do think the 24-watt hot plate burns off the fragrance faster, and the fragrance lasts longer with a 20-watt. But for me, pretty much it doesn't matter too much. I tend to just use the same warmer in my bedroom at night. So that's kind of just to give you guys my thoughts on kind of the longevity, I guess, of her scents. But for me, they're really strong up front, and they do give me a good several hours, and that's what I care about. I usually don't keep them in long enough to know if they're going to go longer than a 5 or 6 hour period of time. And then the last thing from Candles from the Keeping Room, I did finish a 4-pack in Pink Lemonade, and this is an old one because this is one that I repackaged, which if you've watched my melting review videos before, these all would be from before June of 2014, I want to say, I think. So this is definitely getting old. It's going on a year, actually almost 2 years. It's about a year and a half old, but it still performed really well. I melted my Glade warmer in my bathroom, and it did well. Oh, and on my hand, you see those 2 dots? Those are mosquito bites from my trip because I was in Colombia, and we were in a tropical climate for part of the time. So those are Those will eventually go away. They won't leave scars, but they do look ugly right now. From Tiffany Candles, I melted a sample of Pink Noel Christmas Tree. I love this scent. Obviously, we are past Christmas, so I probably won't be melting much Christmas tree type scents anymore. If it gets cold, I may, but right now, like this week in Southern California, it's like in the mid to high 80s this week, so it's really warm, and so I probably won't be melting these types of scents. But if we do get some cold weather again before the end of winter, I may. But this is a really great scent combination. If you like kind of Christmas tree pine type scents, mixing it with the pink sugar and the vanilla bean Noel just really sweetens it up and kind of makes it unique and is really delicious. So that's a scent combination I'd try to get in the future. Then I also melted a sample of Pink Loops, which is just pink sugar and Fruit Loops, which is a really great scent. I love pink sugar and Fruit Loops, and that performed really well for a tiny little sample. I think I melted that in my 20 watt Glade. This is a sample of pink sugar and sweet milk, and I mixed it with something else, but I don't remember what. So what was it that I mixed it with? I cannot remember for the life of me. So whatever I had mixed it with, though, I think kind of overpowered it, so I didn't get too much of that scent. But normally I do like pink sugar and like sweet milk or sugar milk mixed together. Then I melted 2 Teddy Tarts of tea and cakes. So this is kind of like it reminds me on cold of like the Lipton lemon iced tea powder drink mix that you can get mixed with like a cake scent. On warm, it does change a little bit. I like it. I don't love it, so I don't know if I would seek this scent out as just standalone tea and cakes in the future. I do have this scent from other vendors blended with other scents, and I think I prefer if it has, like if it's blended with something else. So it's okay, but it kind of comes off as like an artificial lemon cake kind of scent. I don't know. So it's okay, but it's not a favorite. And I'll finish what I have because I think I have 2 more 3-packs of that one. From, what is this one? Sugar and Spice, sorry. It's been a while since I've had to do these videos. This is Pumpkins in the Fire. This is, so it's like a pumpkin like pie or something scent. And Bonfire Bliss, I think, which is kind of like your burnt marshmallow or like campfire with marshmallow. And such a good scent because it has a nice kind of little bit spicy bakery and then a little bit of that kind of creamy burnt marshmallow scent, and I absolutely love this scent. So, and Sugar and Spice always performs really well for me. I usually cut it into 4s, and then in my living room I'll melt 2 quarters or half in one warmer, and then maybe a quarter in another warmer, and then put the last little quarter of a piece in a warmer in like my second bedroom or something. But her wax performs fantastic. Let's see. From BZ Tarts, I melted a scent shot in Watermelon Lemonade, which is supposed to be the Bath & Body Works dupe. To me, this did not smell like the Bath & Body Works Watermelon Lemonade when it was melting. It was strong and it smelled good, but it smelled more candy-ish. And it wasn't really, it smelled more like a candy watermelon. I didn't really pick up much of the lemonade. So I was disappointed from the sense that I don't think it smelled like the Bath & Body Works scent, but I liked it. But it was more just candy lemonade to me. I also melted a scent shot in Pink Peppermint. This is one that I melted in my room, so I actually melt half at a time if I'm doing it in my bedroom. And it's a really good pink sugar peppermint scent. I really loved it. I melted it in my 24 watt Glade, and in the morning it was still lingering. And I turned my warmers off in the morning when I go to work, and when I came back home I turned it back on, and then I could still smell it going in the room. So it actually performed really, really well. And then I eventually dump it because I won't melt the same scent in 2 nights in a row. And then this last one from BZ's is Circus Concession. I'm not sure if I like his Circus Concession. So it's supposed to be like typical like caramel apple cotton candy funnel cake. I think in one of my videos when I either hauled this or reviewed it, I said I felt like there was pink sugar in it. But I kind of take that back now after melting this one. I feel like maybe it's just like a florally apple note or something in here. I'm not sure. There's something in it that comes off like different than just your standard kind of Circus Concession. It has a floral note, And I'm not sure if there's something in it that he adds to it or if it's just a florally apple. So it's okay, but it's not my favorite Circus Concession scent. And it performed really well though. Performs well. His wax always is like outstanding performance. Let's see, from Rose Girls, I finished a pie slice. So if you can see, this is half of a pie that I got in my one and only custom order I've ever made with them. And it's from, look, I received it in September of 2014. So it's old. It's about 1.5 years old. But this is Strawberry Euphoria, which now you can get the scent in mini melts anytime. So that's fantastic for people. It's just a blend of a bunch of strawberries. I really, really like this scent. It's sweet. It's creamy. It's fruity. It's really good strawberry. It's probably not my favorite out there. I actually think I prefer their strawberry jam just on its own. Their strawberry jam is fantastic. I do like this, but I don't love it as much as I thought I would. It tends to come off a little bit more creamy bakery than kind of like just a rich strawberry. So it's good, but it performed well. So I think I took like a half of a chunk and half of a pie slice and broke it up amongst like 3 or 4 warmers, and performed well, lasted a while, so it was good. Let's see. From Vintage Chic Scents. So this is an old bag. Actually, push this up a little bit so you can see the name. This is from March of 2014. So this is almost going to be 2 years. And this is Afternoon Petitfours, which is her blackberry jam butter cookie and lemon, but I'm not sure what lemon scent, if it's like a lemon curd or a lemon, it's lemon something, but basically it smells like a sweet lemon with blackberry jam butter cookie. I hadn't melted this in a long time. This bag is almost still full because I kind of got out of lemon scents for a while, but actually all of a sudden recently, since I've been back from my trip, I melted something else that was lemon, and I kind of am like craving lemon scents again. So I melted this one. For being almost 2 years old, performance was outstanding. I think I melted it, like split up a couple flowers between like 3 warmers. Typically I melt just my Glade and my 24-watt hot plate, so it performed well, it lingered, and I think because I left my warmers on overnight, in the morning I could still smell this. So it's my VCS that's old. I would say generally, as long as it's like sealed well, and like so in these bakery bags, they seem to like really hold the scent in really well. They perform really well. So I'm impressed. Then I also melted from VCS. This bag's not quite as full. I'm really trying to go through some of my older stuff. Backwoods Barbie, which I cannot remember the scent description. I know it has, I think, Satsuma in it, because I know it's orangey. It's like Satsuma, and like creaminess. I don't remember, sorry. But I did melt this in a few warmers, and it's just really good. It's just like a sweet, creamy orange. One of the things that might be happening with the older wax is maybe not all of the scent notes come through as strong as if it was fresher, possibly. Because I know there's other stuff in this scent, in this blend, but I can't think of what it is, and I pretty much just get a creamy orange scent. But it's a great scent, and I know people love it, and she still offers it a lot in her current restock. So if you like orange scents, that would be a good one. Sorry, I can't give you a better description of it. Then I bumped my... I'm having issues. I'm kind of out of touch with filming these videos, right? I finished 2 Little Flowers in Roman Holiday. I think this might be the lemon scent that I melted, because I know there's lemon in this one. I don't remember what else, but it basically smells like a sweet lemon bakery to me. And again, performed really well, so I was really impressed with it. I think I just melted 1 actually in my Glade warmer. Yeah, just like a creamy lemon scent, but I know there's more to it. This is going to be a bad review because I didn't look up any scent descriptions. Sorry. It was good. If you like lemon, you can get that one. This was also from VCS. I think this was a leaf shape. Is that what that looks like? It's hard to tell. But I think this was a leaf shape, and this is Hello Gorgeous, which is her strawberry, fresh picked strawberry and peppermint and possibly marshmallow. I don't remember if it has marshmallow or not. I want to say it does, but I can't remember for sure. Love this scent. Love, love, love it. I love her fresh picked strawberry. It's the same fresh picked strawberry that Carol from Candles from the Keeping Room has. And now there's a couple other vendors that have it. Tiffany Candles has it, as well as Country Lane Keepsakes, which is a new vendor, someone that used to work with Carol from Candles from the Keeping Room. She just started her own store. I think it was right before Christmas or something. So, and she carries it. So a lot of people carry that scent now. But back to these, yes, sorry. This performed really well. I think I cut it in half, and because it's a leaf, so it's not, it maybe is about like 2 ounces or slightly more. I think I melted it 2 separate times. Sorry, there's a train going by my house. I live close to a train station and all my windows are open right now, but I cut it in half and melted it twice at night because I love peppermint scents at night and I love the strawberry scent. So performed really well. And my 24-watt hot plate, and it lingered until the morning. So that is always good. I finished a 3-pack in Deep Slumber. You can see it's another oldish one. And I believe this is a lavender pink sugar blend, and there might be something else in there like a marshmallow or something, but it's basically like a lavender pink sugar. I like Kirby's lavender. This one had a nice good kick of lavender in it. I do find some of her more recent lavender blends, like from my lavender sampler, I feel like there's not quite enough lavender in them for me, and I wish there was more, but this is a really good blend. So if you like that kind of scent, Deep Slumber is definitely one to check out. And then from some of her newer 3-pack shapes, I think this is the first time I'm finishing something in maybe this new 3-pack with the medallion coins. This is White Zombie, and this is Mac Apple, like birthday cake and vanilla bean Noel or marshmallow or something like that, but it definitely was heavy on the Mac Apple. It had a little bit of that like birthday cake scent, and it was sweet, but it was kind of like a sweet fresh Mac Apple. I really liked it. I think what I did is I took all 3 coins and split it amongst 1, 2, 3, like 5 warmers, basically through my whole apartment, and just filled up the whole place, and it performed really well. All of those warmers are a combination of 20 or 24-watt hot plates. So, and it was great. And I think it was on a weekend day, so I let it go maybe 6 to 7 hours, and then I kind of got sick of the scent and I changed it out, but there was still scent left. So it lasts a while. Let's see, from the Bathing Garden, I actually finished several clamshells. Look at that. Because in my quest to finish my older wax, I'm really trying to reach for some of it. So one of the things I melted, I actually think I might have melted this before I went on my trip, but maybe the packaging lingered. This is an old clamshell. You can see it's from actually 2013. So this is from the first order I think I ever placed with her. And I think I have 4 squares left of Winter Woodland. And this is basically a kind of Christmas tree woodsy scent. And it's really good scent. It performed well. It wasn't as strong as I expected it to be for the type of fragrance it is. But I'm having a hard time remembering because I do think this was probably around Christmas time that I melted it. So it's probably not fair that I give a review if I'm not going to remember it well. I meant to try and get rid of all the older ones that I'd melted, but I think I liked it. I just don't think it was as strong as I wanted it to be, maybe. And I finished a clamshell in Sleepy, which is this her, I'm trying to get to focus. Why is it not focusing? I believe this is her pink sugar, there we go. Pink sugar and lavender blend, maybe, or is it just lavender? Ah, it smells different. Oh no, it's lavender and peppermint? Or pink sugar peppermint. Oh my goodness, clear, the scent's not really left in the clamshell. And I think that might have been an older one that I melted as well. Let's see. So, okay. One of the lemon ones that I melted, and maybe it was this one that got me back on the lemon kick, but this is Keep Your Temper. Why are they not wanting to focus? I go like that. This camera used to be, oh, okay. I was like, this camera used to be good about focusing on its own, but I don't know what it's doing. This is, I do not have a scent description, but it basically smelled like a sweet, creamy lemon. But like a tart, it actually smelled like a tart lemon mixed with something sweet and creamy. So like a lemon marshmallow or something. So it was really good. Kind of like a lemon curd mixed with something really sweet. It was good. And it lingered. And in the morning when I got up, it was actually still really strong. And I kind of hesitated to dump it out because I was like, There's still so much scent left, but I was over it, so I did dump it out. But I was impressed. This one, Nothing Whatever. I have to smell it because I think this is the one that smells like spearmint. Yeah. This smells like spearmint and something sweet. So I feel like there's something else in it, but I don't know what, because it basically just smells like a spearmint gum, kind of subdued by something sweet. But again, it performed really well. What I've been doing with my bathing garden clamshells is I put 3 cubes in my 24-watt hot plate in my living room, 1 cube in a light bulb warmer I have in my living room, and then the last 2 cubes in a warmer in my second bedroom. And they've been performing really, really, really well, considering this is going to be 2 years old in April, in just a couple months. So it's like 2 months shy of 2 years old. Perform well. And the clamshells haven't been, they're getting soft, but they're not real bad. So that's not too bad. So I like that. I like that scent, but spearmint's not like my favorite. I rather have peppermint. This one I think I just melted last night, Tea Party with Alice. So I want to say this has like a tea and cake scent, but then what I got the most out of it was like a creamy, fruity scent. It almost smelled like a strawberries and cream mixed with tea and cakes, and it was heavier on like the fruity sweet strawberry, but it definitely, I feel like, has strawberry in it. And it's really, really good. I really like this scent. This is actually something I may consider getting in the future when I can order again. I mean, I'm ordering here and there, but not very much. This is Tweedledum's Epiphany. There we go. And I'm melting this actually right now, and unfortunately, it's not as strong as I would like it to be. And I can't pick out what the scent is in this. It's kind of tart and kind of fruity and a little sweet, but I can't place what the scent is. So it's okay, but it's not as strong as I'd like it to be. It's not as strong as all these others have performed, so that's too bad. But, you know, that's okay. It's old. Let's see, this from Super Tarts is Iced Berry Tea. And so see, you can see kind of like, hers are getting pretty soft, which I showed you this before, and this is only from July of last year. This one was an okay scent. It didn't actually throw real well for me, so it didn't seem as strong as I would have liked. Ooh, and it smells very skunky right now, which it did not smell skunky when I melted it, but I think this is the batch of clamshells that had that skunky scent, and then she swapped them out right away. So it kind of was like a berry scent with kind of like that tea scent, so it was okay, but it wasn't very strong. I wished it was stronger, and I've been kind of noticing that I get hit and miss like with scent strength from Super Tarts in my more recent orders from her. So I didn't care for the scent that much anyways, but I do wish it had been stronger. I finished from Better Homes and Gardens Snowy Winter Woods. I love the scent from them. It's just like the perfect like outdoor, kind of smoky outdoor fresh scent, and it reminds me of something. It reminds me of something I think from my childhood or something. I cannot place it, but I love it. I have several more of these. And then from Better Homes and Gardens, Sugared Lavender Twist. I love the scent. It's basically pink sugar and lavender. And some people say they don't smell the pink sugar. They think just smell lavender. It's kind of discolored, but to me, it's definitely pink sugar with lavender. So good. So good. And then the last two, they're not empties, but they're from Haley's Heavenly Scents. This is French Lavender and Honey blended with whipped peaches and cream. Just from August this last year. This scent is amazing. I absolutely love it. I do think when I'm melting it, I get the whipped peaches and cream more, like the peach scent. But I think there's like this added complexity from the lavender and then some extra sweetness from the honey. It's just phenomenal. I love this scent. Absolutely love it. This is definitely a scent that I think when I finish up these 4, I'll have to place a little order with her just to restock on it, because I think I want to always have this one in my life. And then the last one from Haley's is Fruity Loop Cheesecake. So this is really good. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of Fruit Loops and cheesecake, just because I like that the cheesecake kind of subdues the Fruit Loops, so it's not just straight up like in your face Fruit Loops. But cheesecake, I'm finding, tends to be much stronger, at least from some vendors, much stronger on the crust note, which tends to have a little bit of a spicy note to it. So I felt like I was getting, as opposed to kind of getting a creamy cheesy scent, like the like cream cheese type scent, I was getting more of like Fruit Loops and bakery, which I wanted more of a creaminess to it. So I like it, but not as much as I'd hoped, just because I wanted it to be more cream cheesy versus kind of this like slightly spicy bakery. So it was okay, but it performed really well. So my Haley's Heavenly Scents always performs well. I do find you need to melt a little bit more of her wax. Like, you definitely need at least 1.5 ounces, I think, in your hot plate warmers to get like good throw. So like I melt these like little Hello Kitty heads. I'll do at least a whole one, and sometimes what I'll do is add a small portion of like another one into my large 24-watt hot plate. And this one I'll definitely melt a whole scallop at a time in one warmer. So anyhow, so that's my melting review. I know it's kind of long. I tend to talk too much, but I do have at least 3 more videos I want to try and see if I can get through tonight and get them uploaded for you this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.